Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Chuck Rogers, and believe it or not, I'm a licensed professional counselor and licensed marriage and family therapist.
And a fantastic one at that.
Oh, thank you, my friend.
At Windhurst Counseling and Wellness.
And wellness now, yes.
Logo is right there. Give them a call if you need anything.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, and I'm Keith Dunn, and I am a network engineer.
And I tell you every week how wonderful he is. And together we are Tabletop Coffee, and tonight we are going to take a topic, try to talk about it, do life well, being bold.
And never, ever bitter.
Bitter. We don't like bitter.
So what's the topic about?
Well, we're going to talk about the importance of turning toward versus turning away or turning against.
Oh, so it's kind of like part of the dance.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. So I'm continuing to prepare for my upcoming
Seminar.
talk.
Yeah.
In September at Waymaker Church.
Right.
With regard to the 7 principles of building a successful marriage.
Yeah.
And I just continue to get captivated by these little bits each and every night. And I talk to Kim about it, and I think she kind of feigns interest most of the time, but she does a good job with it.
So little nuances that come up and you talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this week I was grabbed by this piece about the importance of the turn toward, turn away, or turn against.
Okay.
And what it has to do is when your partner comes in and begins to talk to you, that you engage with them.
Right.
And for instance, if I come home and Kim says to me, hey, talk to Lorrie today, there's 3 things that I can do with that topic. One, I can say, hey, Lorrie, haven't heard about Lorrie in a long time. How's Lorrie doing?
Right.
That's obviously a turn toward.
That's the best response.
That is. Or I can turn away and I just don't say anything and continue to put my keys away or play on my phone.
Right.
Or I can turn against and say, Lorrie, why are you bringing Lorrie up again? You're always talking about Lorrie.
Yeah.
Do I look like I care about Lorrie?
We haven't heard from her in 3 years. Why in the world would you want to talk about her?
So turn toward, turn away, or turn against.
Right.
And the other one I was talking to her about, I said, when I talk to my couples, I'll sometimes give this illustration, like maybe we're sitting on the couch and we're watching St. Elsewhere together, and Kim puts her hand over, on the couch.
Oh,
obviously,
yeah.
a bid for attention.
Sure.
And I can turn toward that and grab her hand. Mm-hmm. Or I can play on my phone and ignore her hand.
Right.
Or I can turn against and go, get your hand away from me. It's sweaty. You're in menopause.
Yeah. So I think what we are learning from this is it's better to always turn toward.
It is, yes.
Yeah, because the other way, I mean, if you turn away, then you are just really putting your place in ignoring.
Yeah, ignoring, giving the other person the message that what?
That's right, that they don't matter.
They don't matter. And here's a cool stat. Let's get kind of geeked out in this for a moment.
Okay.
That, they did this major study with these couples in the Love Lab, and that's a thing for another video.
Right.
And they went back and studied these couples 6 years later, and the ones who were still married turned toward.
Right.
86% of the time. So almost all the time were they turning toward with some type of acknowledgement response.
Right.
Versus the people who were divorced only turned toward in the Love Lab 33% of the time.
Ooh.
So what a huge difference. 86 almost all the time to only 33% of the time. And think about that, compounded every day.
Yeah.
What message that gives to the other person every day.
Yeah. And you have to think through that process too. And it's one of those things that's, if you're not good at it, it can be learned. It's something that you can process in your mind that when I get home and Lisa comes to me and she's talking about a subject, whatever that subject is going to be, I will be engaged with her.
It's got to be important to you.
Yeah, it has to be important to me. And if it doesn't come across that way to her, then it's already blown.
Yeah. So make sure that you turn toward with some type of acknowledgement response. It doesn't take a lot, just some type.
Yeah.
And probably in a different video, we can get into what some of those distractions might be.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah. So I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, please go ahead and hit subscribe. We would appreciate that very much.
Yeah, and ding that bell so you're notified of upcoming videos.
Make sure to like it.
Yep, and share it with your friends.
Thanks, everybody. Johnny Carson.
Ooh, yeah, I know.
Well, that was David Letterman who did that, right?
Yeah, Johnny would. I don't know what Johnny.
He would say, "Wow, wow."
Is that what he would do?
Yeah.
Wow. You know, we were watching a little bit of Johnny Carson. He's on Pluto. Have you heard of Pluto?
I have. Yes.
Okay, so Pluto's kind of interesting because you can scroll through, and it's kind of like old TV because you can just flip through the channels. And Lisa misses flipping through the channels. And I don't like the channels at all. I don't like watching much of anything anymore.
Yeah, we're watching St. Elsewhere right now.
Oh, okay. I know what that is.
Washington,
Yeah.
Howie Mandel.
Yeah. Is it good?
Ed Begley Jr. Yeah, the guy from Magnum is the head surgeon, their chief of surgery, Higgins.
I like Higgins.
Yeah, Dr. Mark Craig on this show.
Okay. Is he saying is still that same kind of cocky little crass person?
Yeah, he's a jerk.
Yeah, he's a real jerk. Yeah. I think that must be him in real life.
I don't know if he acts. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know either. It's an assumption. It's not good to assume things.
No, it's terrible to
It's terrible to assume things. We talk about that all the time.